everybody, I'm here today to tell you to never change lanes without doing these 4 things. In this video, I'll be going over 4 simple things that you should do before you change lanes every single time. Now, some people think that you should only be doing some of these things consistently, but the truth of the matter is that you should do these 4 things every time before you change lanes. Remember, before your lane change is finished, these 4 things should be completed. All right, without further ado, let's stop beating around the bush. Let's get right into the video. The first thing that you should do is signal. And I'll go into more depth with each of these things momentarily, but the first thing is signal. The second thing is check your rear view mirror. The third thing is check your side mirror. The fourth thing is check your side blind spot. Now, let me tell you more about each of these things and talk to you about why it's important to do all 4 of these things every time, because don't just take my word for it. Let me fully explain it, okay? So, number 1 is signal. It's important to signal before you change lanes every time. And I'll tell you why it's important to signal, and I'll tell you why I always signal first before I do the rest of these things. So it's important to signal because it lets other drivers and pedestrians and other road users know that you plan on changing lanes, which allows them to react accordingly. Let's say someone's driving in your blind spot and they see that you put your signal on. They're going to be more inclined to actually just get out of your blind spot in advance because they're going to put themselves at a decreased risk of getting into an accident, which is safer for you and them and everyone else. So it just allows other drivers to react. It can also allow them to maybe give you some extra space because they know that you plan on changing lanes. Now, it's important to signal first because when you put your signal on before you do the rest of these things, then your signal will stay on. Your signal is like a passive thing. You put it on and it stays on. It works for you. It stays on for you. And it's going to stay on while you are doing the rest of these things. So you get more time of letting other drivers and pedestrians know that you plan on switching lanes. As you're checking your mirrors and your blind spot, your signal's letting everyone know that you plan on changing lanes. So signal first. That's my quick tip. Bonus tip. Number 2 is to check your rear view mirror. Now, your rear view mirror is going to show you, if you've positioned it correctly, what's going on behind your car. It's going to, show you through your rear windshield. And when you do that, your rear view mirror is going to show you what's going on behind your car. And it's just as important when you're switching lanes to know what's happening behind your car as it is to know what's happening in front of your car. So your rear view mirror is going to show you exactly that. And it's very important because you can see what cars are approaching behind you and sort of towards the back side of you. You can see if cars are driving fast and if it's unsafe to change lanes or if it's safe to change lanes. The third thing that you have to check is your side mirror. Now, if you're changing lanes to the right, you got to check your right side mirror. If you're changing lanes to the left, you have to check your left side mirror. Pretty straightforward and pretty simple. Your side mirror is going to show you down the side of your car, behind your car as well. So down the sides of your car, behind your car. Now, I always recommend this order because it sort of follows a nice little eye movement. So a rear view mirror, you go from your rear view mirror to your side mirror. Let's say I'm switching lanes to my right, go to my right side mirror, and then you check your side blind spot. That's the 4th thing. Now, once again, if you're changing lanes to the right, you check your right side blind spot. If you're changing lanes to the left, you check your left side blind spot. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but it follows the order. So let's say I was switching lanes to the right, which I'll do right now. I'm gonna put my right signal on. I'm gonna check my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, my right blind spot, and I'm gonna switch lanes to the right, just like that. Very simple. Let's say I was changing lanes to the left signal. I'm gonna check my rear view mirror, my left side mirror, my left blind spot, just like that. Very simple and straightforward. So it's very simple. Now, quick note, I know most of you probably know how to check your mirrors. I mean, you look at the mirror momentarily and you see what's going on behind your car and sort of beside your car. To check your blind spot, it's fairly simple as well. You have your shoulders on your right and left side. You're going to take your head, point it to the right, over your right shoulder. That's how you check your right blind spot. You're going to look out the area over your right shoulder, right? And then to check your left blind spot, take your head, point it to the left over your left shoulder, and look out the windows right there. That's your left blind spot. Now, it's important when you check your blind spots to make sure that your eyes are always also focusing on the road in front of you. So you're looking at the blind spot, but in your peripheral vision, you can by far still see all of the road in front of you, okay? So it's very important to make sure that your focus is not completely taken off from the road in front of you. And that's basically it. Those are 4 things that you should do before you change lanes every single time. You should never change lanes without doing those 4 things. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.